welcome to our podcast about China. In this series, we will explore the fascinating history, culture, politics, and economy of this vast and complex country. China is a nation of contrasts, where ancient traditions and modern innovations collide, and where the world's largest population coexists with stunning natural landscapes and bustling cities. From the majestic Great Wall to the towering skylines of Shanghai and Beijing, China is a place of wonder and intrigue that has captured the imagination of people around the world. But China is more than just a tourist destination. It is a global superpower that is shaping the course of international politics and economics, and a country with a deep and rich cultural heritage that has influenced the world for millennia. Join us as we dive into the many facets of China, from its ancient dynasties and landmarks to its modern innovations in technology, industry, and science. We will explore China's diverse regions and cultures, its political system and government policies, its growing economy and business opportunities, and much more. Through interviews with experts, on-the-ground reporting, and engaging storytelling, we aim to provide a comprehensive and nuanced view of China, one that will help you understand this complex and fascinating country in all its depth and complexity. So come along with us on this journey of discovery and exploration, as we uncover the many wonders of China and explore what makes this country such an important and intriguing part of our world. Geography. China is a vast country located in East Asia, bordered by Mongolia to the north, Russia and North Korea to the northeast, the Yellow Sea and the East China Sea to the east, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, India, Bhutan, and Nepal to the south, and Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan to the west. Here are some key geographical features of China. 1. Mountains. China has some of the highest mountains in the world, including the Himalayas, which are home to Mount Everest, the world's tallest mountain. Other notable mountain ranges include the Kunlun Mountains, the Tian Shan Mountains, and the Hengduan Mountains. 2. Plateaus. The Tibetan Plateau, also known as the Roof of the World, is the highest plateau in the world and covers an area of more than 1.2 million square kilometers in western China. The Plateau of Inner Mongolia is another notable plateau in China. 3. Rivers. China is home to many important rivers, including the Yangtze River, which is the longest river in Asia and the third longest in the world. Other notable rivers include the Yellow River, the Pearl River, and the Mekong River. 4. Deserts. The Gobi Desert is one of the largest deserts in the world and covers a large part of northern and northwestern China. The Taklamakan Desert is another notable desert located in western China. These are just a few of the key geographical features of China. There is much more to explore and discover about this vast and diverse country. Population. China is the world's most populous country, with a population of over 1.4 billion people as of 2021. Here are some key facts and figures about the population of China. 1. Population growth. The population of China has been growing steadily over the years, but the growth rate has slowed down in recent decades due to the government's population control policies. From 1950 to 2020, China's population increased from around 552 million to over 1.4 billion, representing a growth rate of over 150%. 2. Age structure. China has an aging population, with a median age of around 38 years. This is due to the country's one-child policy, which was in effect from 1979 to 2015 and resulted in a decline in the birth rate. In recent years, the government has implemented policies to encourage families to have more children. 3. Urbanization. China is one of the most urbanized countries in the world, with over 60% of the population living in urban areas. The country has experienced rapid urbanization in recent decades, with many people moving from rural areas to cities in search of better job opportunities and living standards. 4. Ethnic diversity. China is a diverse country with 56 recognized ethnic groups, the largest of which is the Han Chinese, who make up over 90% of the population. The other ethnic groups include the Tibetans, Uyghurs, Mongols, and others. These are just a few key facts about the population of China. As the world's most populous country, China's population is a complex and ever-changing topic that is influenced by many different factors. Economy. China has one of the world's largest and fastest-growing economies. Here are some key facts and figures about China's economy. 1. Gross domestic product, GDP. China's GDP was estimated to be around $16.2 trillion in 2020, making it the world's second largest economy after the United States. China's GDP has been growing rapidly over the past few decades, with an average annual growth rate of around 6 to 7% over the past 30 years. 2. Industries. China is a major producer of a wide range of goods, including electronics, textiles, machinery, and automobiles. The country is also a major exporter of these products, with exports accounting for around 17% of its GDP in 2020. 3. Foreign investment. China has become a major destination for foreign investment, with many multinational companies setting up operations in the country. In recent years, the Chinese government has taken steps to open up the economy further to foreign investment, including through the Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to increase trade and investment between China and other countries. 4. State-owned enterprises. China has a large number of state-owned enterprises, SOEs, which are owned and operated by the government. These enterprises are involved in a wide range of industries, including energy, transportation, and telecommunications. The Chinese government has been taking steps to reform the SOEs and make them more efficient and competitive. These are just a few key facts about China's economy. As one of the world's largest and most dynamic economies, China's economic development is an important topic for anyone interested in understanding the global economy. The political structure. China has a unique political structure that is characterized by a single-party system and a combination of centralization and decentralization. Here are some key facts and figures about the political structure of China. 1. Communist Party of China, CPC. The CPC is the only legal political party in China and has been in power since 1949. The party has a hierarchical structure, with a Politburo at the top and various departments and committees responsible for different areas of governance. 2. Government structure. The Chinese government is divided into three main branches: the executive branch, which includes the State Council and the President, the legislative branch, which includes the National People's Congress, NPC, and its Standing Committee, and the judicial branch, which includes the Supreme People's Court and the Supreme People's Procuratorate. 3. National People's Congress, NPC. The NPC is the highest legislative body in China and is responsible for enacting laws and amending the Constitution. It is made up of around 3,000 delegates who are elected from across the country. 4. Centralization and decentralization. China has a centralized system of government, with significant power concentrated in the central government in Beijing. However, there is also a degree of decentralization, with local governments having some autonomy in areas such as economic development and social welfare. These are just a few key facts about the political structure of China. As a country with a unique political system, China's governance and political development are an important topic for anyone interested in understanding the country's role in the world. Culture and tourism. China is a country with a rich and diverse culture, and is home to a wealth of historical and cultural attractions that draw millions of tourists every year. Here are some key facts and figures about the culture and tourism of China. 1. Cultural heritage. China has a long and rich cultural history that is reflected in its architecture, art, literature, philosophy, and customs. The country is home to many important historical and cultural sites, including the Great Wall of China, the Forbidden City, the Terracotta Warriors, and the Summer Palace. 2. Festivals. China has many festivals and celebrations throughout the year, including the Chinese New Year, the Mid-Autumn Festival, and the Dragon Boat Festival. These festivals offer visitors a chance to experience traditional Chinese customs and culture. 3. Cuisine. Chinese cuisine is known for its diversity and flavor, with a wide range of dishes and styles that vary from region to region. Some of the most popular Chinese dishes include dumplings, noodles, hot pot, and Peking duck. 4. Tourism. China is one of the world's top tourist destinations, with over 150 million visitors in 2019. The country has a wide range of attractions, including historical sites, natural wonders, and modern cities. Some of the most popular tourist destinations in China include Beijing, Shanghai, the Great Wall of China, and the Yangtze River. These are just a few key facts about the culture and tourism of China. As a country with a rich history and vibrant culture, China offers visitors a unique and unforgettable travel experience. Education and health. Education and healthcare are important areas of focus in China, and the country has made significant investments in both sectors in recent years. Here are some key facts and figures about education and health in China. 1. Education. China has a large and complex education system that spans from preschool to university. The country has made significant investments in education in recent years, with a focus on increasing access and improving quality. In 2020, China spent over 4% of its GDP on education. 2. School system. The school system in China is divided into 3 levels: primary education, secondary education, and tertiary education. Primary and secondary education are mandatory and free for all Chinese citizens, while tertiary education is increasingly popular but can be expensive. 3. Health. China has a mixed public-private healthcare system that is undergoing significant reforms. The country has made major investments in healthcare infrastructure and technology in recent years, and has seen significant improvements in healthcare access and quality as a result. 4. Health outcomes. China's healthcare system has had significant success in reducing infant and maternal mortality rates, as well as in controlling infectious diseases like tuberculosis and HIV/AIDS. However, the country still faces challenges in addressing chronic diseases and improving access to healthcare for rural and marginalized populations. These are just a few key facts about education and health in China. As a country with a large and rapidly developing economy, China is focused on improving access and quality in both of these areas in order to support the well-being and success of its citizens. Security and defense. China's security and defense policies are a significant focus for the country, as it seeks to protect its borders, interests, and citizens both domestically and abroad. Here are some key facts and figures about China's security and defense. 1. Military size. China has the largest standing army in the world, with over 2 million active duty personnel as of 2021. The country also has a large reserve force and a rapidly modernizing navy, air force, and missile forces. 2. Defense budget. China's defense budget is the second largest in the world after the United States, with a total expenditure of over $200 billion in 2020. This represents a significant increase from just a decade ago, reflecting China's growing military capabilities and strategic priorities. 3. Security challenges. China faces a range of security challenges, both domestically and internationally. These include territorial disputes with neighboring countries, terrorism and separatism in restive regions like Xinjiang, and cybersecurity threats from foreign actors. 4. Military modernization. China has invested heavily in modernizing its military in recent years, with a focus on developing advanced weapons systems and technologies like hypersonic missiles, stealth aircraft, and artificial intelligence. This has raised concerns among other countries in the region and beyond about China's military intentions and capabilities. These are just a few key facts about China's security and defense policies. As a rising global power, China's military capabilities and strategic priorities are closely watched by other countries in the region and around the world. China is a country of incredible diversity, with a rich history and culture that is constantly evolving in the face of rapid economic and social change. As we've seen in this podcast, there are many facets to China's story, from its ancient traditions and landmarks to its modern innovations in technology, industry, and science. One thing that is clear is that China is a country on the rise, with a growing economy, expanding global influence, and a deep commitment to improving the lives of its citizens. From education and healthcare to security and defense, China is investing heavily in the areas that will shape its future and ensure its success on the world stage. At the same time, China faces many challenges, both at home and abroad. The country's vast population and geographic size create complex social and economic issues, while tensions with other countries over territorial disputes and trade policies have put China in the global spotlight. As we seek to understand China and its place in the world, it's important to approach the topic with curiosity, open-mindedness, and a willingness to learn. By exploring the diverse facets of China's history, culture, politics, and economy, we can gain a deeper appreciation for this complex and fascinating country and its people. Thank you for joining us on this podcast journey through China, and we hope you'll continue to explore and learn more about this important and dynamic country.